If you could go back to any period in history, which period would you go to? Medieval. If I can come home, medieval. If I can't come home, then maybe not. I don't think I want to live in the medieval period. This is pretty, like, forever. Like, if I have to die there, like, live my rest of my life. Because if I'm just, like, a regular Joe Schmo, I'm probably gonna have a miserable time. Getting over the smells? I mean, a lot of people seem to idolize the Romans, but you need to remember that, like, in the average Roman house, the toilet that was just an open hole to shit into was next to where they cooked food. If you've never seen the layout of, like, a Roman house, their toilets were right next to the kitchen. And they had communal toilet sponges, yes. No sewage? No, they had sewage. Like, it would seep into the streets. But if you've ever looked at, like, the layout of houses in Pompeii, for example, the eating space and food preparation space was literally right next to the toilet. Also, the toilet was just open plan. So, like, there's no privacy. Like, you would be eating your food and then just go shit in front of the people you were eating with. They had communal toilets? Yes, they also had communal toilets. But in, so the more fancy private villas, for example, like, most houses, I think in Pompeii, do have sewage. That, like, pipes that connect to the main streets. Also, yeah, you wouldn't have wanted to walk around Pompeii because, like, sewage would just be in the streets. Like, people's shit would just be in the streets. So imagine during the hot day of the Mediterranean, right? So 30 degrees Celsius plus, which I think is like 96 degrees, and there is just human feces in the streets. Like, they did have, I'm pretty sure they did have, like, designated, like, as a public service job, like, cleaning the streets, but it would be pretty stinky. Didn't they poop in the river? No, like, pay attention. If you've never seen pictures of Pompeii, look where the pipes flow into. They flow into the streets. As stinky as my room? No, my room's not that stinky. I have, like, incense in the corner to help make it not so stinky. At least they had streets, or would you prefer to sit in a bog? I don't know if you've seen the description of, or read the description of, British people, or, like, the early Celts during the Roman invasion of Britain. It's very funny. They're just sitting in the swamp all day. Sounds pretty nice. They're just sitting in water, like, lounging around. LA has poop in the streets? Isn't San Francisco famous for having that map where it shows just how stinky the streets are? People actually LARPed as Shrek? Well, yeah, where do you think the concept of, like, folk stories about ogres and stuff came from? It came from real people. Like, a lot of fiction is based on, like, real world experiences, right? Kind of like werewolves? I don't know specifically the origins of werewolves, but I would hazard a guess, yeah. I don't like that guy, let's make him the butt of my story. No, it's just like a lot of mythology is kind of, like, based on either exaggerating actual human events or just trying to make a good story, right? A lot of the, like, Homeric myths would have been written to entertain, right? They would be dealing with storylines and plot points that were entertaining to the audience at the time, dealing with themes and like, moral quandaries and whatnot that were relevant to the Greeks, for example, or I guess early Greeks, pre-Greco, I guess Greece. I don't know what to call it. Hellenism came much later. Hellenism is tied to Alexander the Great, because that was the spread of Greco values across Asia and the fusion between Greco and Persian and other cultures together. A lot of it is basically based on what evidence we have left, right? So I think there's, like, one play in particular that we have, like, page 3 of, and we don't have any other part of the play. Like, there's some very small excerpts from certain plays that have survived, but not the entire thing, so we don't know the exact full plot of everything. So we don't have the full picture, unfortunately. But maybe one day we will get, the full picture. Dragon stories came from finding other massive skeletal remains. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, big monsters simply, like, from big monsters and stories simply came from, like, our ancestors finding remains of dinosaurs, for example.